All right. Yesterday we learned about our different types of forces. Now we're going to learn about how to draw them. First off, shout out to the 100 percenters. In Alcorn, this was Paris, Sarah, Elena, Jeremiah, Keith, Antoine, Crystal, Tamaj, Isaiah, Jamont, Tanel, Derek, and Terriel. In Yukon, this was Renika, Anijah, Fabricio, Terrell, John Quill, Terrian, Victoria, Zari, Dennis, and Jordanay. And in Richmond, this was Amy, Niall, Zaitia, Michelle, Ryan, Dale, Amaya, Raphael, Elsie, and Nathaniel. Take a look at note number 1. We use free body diagrams to determine the forces acting on the objects. Scientists can use this to determine how far an object is going to move. So this is an example of a free body diagram. Please draw it below. I have 25 newtons of gravity, 25 newtons of normal force, 20 newtons of applied force, and 20 newtons of friction. Note 2. Gravity pulls objects to the earth. We draw a down arrow to represent it. So I know that gravity is always pulling down towards the center of the earth. Note 3. Normal force pushes up on objects. We draw an up arrow to represent it. So I know if an object is pushing up, my normal force is pushing up. Note 4. Applied force is always in the direction of motion. So if my object is moving to the right, I know that the applied force is going to also be to the right. Note 5. Friction is always in the opposite direction of the applied force. It will always try and stop the object. So if my applied force is going right, I know that friction is going to be going left. Practice question 1. Label the 4 forces acting on the object below if it is being pushed to the left. So we have an applied force, normal force, gravity, and friction. Practice question 2. What is wrong with this diagram? Fix it. It is missing one force. Practice question 3. Kalia is pushing her bike up a hill. What 2 forces will she most work against while pushing her bike up the hill? Is it friction and gravity and normal force and friction, and gravity and applied force? And finally, why are free body diagrams important? Give 2 reasons.